Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Today we are back with another Fallout 4 weapon mod review. This time, once again, from those busybodies over at Commonwealth Weaponry. This is the Scrap Revolver, Rust inspired. It is inspired by a gun from the game Rust. I've never played that game, so hey, I'll just take their word for it. It features custom models and textures, custom animations, custom sound effects, and as always, a new unique version, which I'm gonna find in just a second. It's pretty close to Sunshine Tidings co-op, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna upgrade this thing first, just to make sure it is ready for the dangers of the wasteland. So starting off with receivers, we have the standard receiver, light frame receiver, lighter weight, reduced damage, heavy frame receiver, heavier weight, improved damage, calibrated receiver, better critical shot damage. That's all pretty standard vanilla stuff. What I'm interested in here is the tuned receivers, which improved rate of fire and tuned powerful receiver. But I think I'll check those out in more detail later because of the unique. Full disclosure, I've already played the mod. I've already found the unique on another save just to make sure that everything's working good. So I'm just going to go for the basic advanced receiver. I'm going to go for just high damage output on this version. Barrels, we've got short barrel and short heavy barrel, which improve AP costs but reduce range. Standard barrel, heavy barrel, superior recoil, sharpshooter barrel, superior accuracy, long barrel, superior range, long heavy barrel, superior range and recoil, long sharpshooter barrel, and the long bladed barrel. That looks really cool, but I think I'm gonna stick with the long sharpshooter barrel. This thing has some pretty crazy accuracy. Look at that, 238 for a handgun. That's pretty good. I kind of like that. Grips, we've got standard grip, comfort grip, bruiser grip. That we have a winner. That I love that. If you wonder why we look so freaky today, this thing feels very good for like a raider character, and I love scrapped together Mad Maxy pipe weapons and stuff. Anything to improve. I mean, you know, the concept of pipe weapons is very good, but the vanilla game, just, you know, the execution, ugh, you know, those ugly, nasty pipe weapons. So anything in that vein that doesn't look like crap is a winner in my book. But I'm going to save that for the unique version, which we'll find in a minute. Sharpshooter grip, better recoil and hip fire accuracy. I think I'm going to take that one. And of course the heavy grip, exceptional recoil, improved bash, and light grip, improved recoil, AP cost, and hip fire accuracy. Normally I'd probably take that one actually, but kind of like the sharpshooter grip. And I'm going to pair it with the dot sight, because the sights are pretty much what you'd get with a standard Commonwealth Weaponry release. I'm a big fan of the laser sight myself. You've got ACOG scopes as well as more standard vanilla scopes, a recon scope that tracks targets, and a thermal scope which highlights targets. So that's all very cool. Again, it's very cool. You can basically turn this into like a sniper pistol, because that's some pretty crazy range on this thing. But I like the sort of blue tape look, so I'm gonna stick with that. And interestingly, we've got internals. We've got standard internals, which do nothing. We got a hair trigger, which improves rate of fire, greased chambers, which improves reload speed, calibrated hammer, improves critical shot charge, and high pressure cylinder, which improves critical shot damage. I'm gonna go with that because this character has got all the, you know, all the luck perks, so building a critical charge is no big deal for me. And of course, we've got these attachments, which are a bayonet, flash hider, which improves range, reduces muzzle flash, and increases AP cost. Compensator, improved per shot recoil, improved recoil control, reduced range, muzzle brake. This is all vanilla type stuff. I'm gonna stick with the flash hider. That's cool. Unusual I usually go for AP reduction stuff, because like I like to say, I like to hit that panic button when I have to, but
wow, that doesn't look half bad.
So the unique version. You've been sitting the whole time, and it's been like, this intro's been long. Lazy companions. Okay, so we are gonna start by heading to the Lonely Chapel. The location of the unique is just south of the Lonely Chapel, right here. So, and look at that, we've got some Brahmin. We can test the weapon out on these innocent Brahmin. It must have hurt Kate. Oh, and I missed that one. So, starting at the Lonely Chapel, we head south just behind where we slaughtered these innocent Brahmin. Right around these rocks, there's a Yao Guai cave, and there is no dungeon this time. Who knows, maybe this thing was made on kind of short notice. There we go. Alright, so I've looked around for it because, like, you know, they like to put lots of little Easter eggs and hidden stuff, like they'll hide keys and everything for like the terminals and some of the dungeons. I looked around, and unless I'm just blind and not very good at this, which is a distinct possibility, I couldn't find a key and to this here locked duffel bag which contains the unique. Now, something I want to point out real quick. I grabbed this thing on another character that only had up to expert lockpicking, and I was not able to unlock the duffel bag. It said, your lockpicking's not high enough. So let me just show you real quick. There. I used the console to lower my lockpicking down to expert. It was at master before. And see that? This lock is too difficult. So this is mislabeled. Again, hey, if this is just an issue in my game and other people are able to unlock this with expert lockpicking, please let me know, because very possible it's an issue with my game and with my load order or something, but I was able to replicate the issue on 2 separate saves, so that's just something to bear in mind. Alright, just loaded and put with my lockpicking back to master. I'm able to unlock it no problem, so...
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, alright, so this is the Talon, which causes targets to bleed for 25 points of additional damage. One of the most OP legendary effects in the vanilla game. Interestingly, not something you'd usually think of for like a revolver. I usually prefer bleed effect on like an automatic because it like stacks and you can do some pretty insane damage. So but maybe this is a unique edited version of this legendary effect. The Commonwealth weaponry people have done that before, but regardless, I like it because like it just suits the weapon. You know, I kind of prefer that. I kind of prefer when stuff just matches the vibe or the lore or aesthetic of the weapon over just like the most like, you know, quote unquote, the optimized choice, right? Like, you know, most people would probably stick frickin', you know, instigating on this, but no, we stick to the theme. And I heard a bear, so perfect opportunity to probably would have been better if I didn't. I should have left them back at the farm. Oh well. Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna head back up to Sunshine Tidings and see if there's any unique customization options for the Talon. So I'll be right back. And we're back.
Got a dangerous look about you. You ain't here for me.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. It's for the video. I'm just going with the Raider thing for the video. Promise I won't turn into a
crosshairs on our foreheads while we're out here.
Okay, everybody's talking over me. Promise I'm not gonna turn Raider. I totally won't go to Nuka World. Promise. Anywho, here we are, back at the station.
I dunno. When it's this quiet, it usually means the shite's about to hit the fan.
So no unique attachments for the Talon as far as I can see. However, you can remove the unique long heavy bladed barrel and attach it to a standard version of the weapon. Kind of like how you can unattach Krem's tooth in the vanilla game and stick it on any legendary version of the machete that you find. So that's cool. And it's worth noting that the long heavy bladed barrel prevents you from attaching like a barrel attachment. You can't put a muzzle brake on this, for example. And the Talon seems to have a slightly higher base damage than the standard version. With the advanced receiver on this thing and all the damage buffs I can stick on it, it's got 220, and the Talon is at 230, so that's interesting. What I'm gonna do is because of the bleed effect, I'm going to kind of kit this thing out for fire rate so I can stack that bleeding effect. That's cool. And I'm gonna put that bruiser grip on there. Go full Raider with it. Air trigger and sight. What kind of sight do I want? I'm going with my laser sight. I don't care. I like it. All right, there. That is the Talon with the hair trigger and a lot of the fire rate attachments. Alright, okay. Alright, it makes a bit of a difference. Is it enough to offset the damage buffs or that you get with just an advanced receiver? I don't know, you'll have to be the judge of that. So, that just about covers it. But now I think it's time to really test this thing out and put it through its paces. So, enjoy the mayhem.